I wanted to offer some help if you're having a hard time understanding what to do for your very first lab, which is 1.13, the drop and bounce lab. And the first thing I want to make sure you're doing is when you're working on your science lessons, you're going into the course, which looks like this. This is the home page. And you're going to content to access all of your lessons. So you can see today you should be working on 115. If you are going in through my schedule, and let's say you finished 113 yesterday, you're going in my schedule, it's going to take you to 115, and you're going to miss a lesson. So by going into content, you're able to see all the lessons, and you're able to see check marks for things that you have completed. So this is going to just take you to the last thing that you looked at in the course. You're going to want to navigate over here. Under the table of contents, you can see you should have completed the orientation by now, so there should be a check mark. Here are the notebook templates. You'll be using those as you start working through each unit, so you should have this one downloaded now. Here are your lab reports. These are a little bit different than the documents that are in the lesson. They have the exact same questions, but these I have added some more instructions and things to make them a little easier to understand. And then when you get into Unit 1, this is really important where you want to start seeing check marks after every lesson here. So they all should look like this. If they have numbers, that means you have either skipped it or skipped a part of it. So as you're working down, you will see that 1.10 is where the lab starts. It says laboratory, drop and bounce 1. And then you can see the instructions that I've added here. You're performing a virtual experiment in this lesson. Be sure to follow the steps exactly. You'll be doing a simulation from pages in the lesson. No lab materials are required for this experiment. You will use the data you collect and your experiment experience to complete and submit your lab report later in lesson 1.13. Please watch the flipped recording for specific instructions if you need help. So by working through these, you also have guiding questions in the introduction that you need to complete in your science notebook. This gives you some background information on the lab, and this is where you actually work through the simulation and record the data that you collect as you bounce the bouncy balls in the experiment. So that's 1.10. You would see a check mark once you complete that. Then you need to work through 111 and 112. It talks you through how to create the graph that's required in the lab report. And then once you get to 113, again, I've added instructions here. If you're again going in my schedule, you don't see any of these. It takes you right into this screen. So the lab report, it lets you know that there is a data table and a graph that have to be included. So make sure that you do that. And then gives you a little more information, and you go here, shows you the date that it was due, and you're able to upload it in the Dropbox here. And this is in 1.13. So if you need help, you don't really understand how to go through 1.10 and get all of that information, you've read through all of these slides and it's still, you want some additional help, you can go into the lesson recordings, and then you can scroll down in Unit 1 and find there's a video for 1.10 and there's a video for 1.13. This one probably includes everything that you need, so I would watch that, and it will help you complete the lab report. So if you have questions from there, please come see me in Help Lab, or you can send me an email or a Skype message. Have a great day.